Good morning. Today is the 31st of December 2022, the last day of the year, the last video on my highlights of the year. Again, I apologize for my voice, for my dispositions. I don't know what else to put it. I had a bit of a rough day yesterday. Unfortunately, there was a little bit of good and bad, but it gave me a good gauge on the topic of the year, as in my number one highlight. Originally, I was going to concentrate on just the operation, which is obviously the biggest thing that happened as far as dramatics, and that it's been taking care of a problem which I've had my whole life. It's gone now. It's just not perfect yet. I personally am not too confident that it'll ever be good. Just a quick little backtracking on yesterday. I had errands to run in the morning, and it's actually been pretty mild for December for Canada, Ontario. We actually had, I think, temperatures going up to the 13s. That's high. That's really high as far as temps go. But it's one of those things that I was invited to join for a gathering, which was nice. And then after that, there was a dinner on top of it, and it wiped me out. It wiped me out, and that is a little bit concerning. It's a little bit unfortunate. And I'm sorry. I'm really not trying to make this a downer, because it's not. It is what it is. Don't get me wrong. But it really highlighted where my condition is for now, how I'm ending 2022 and what 2023 is in store. And I'm a little bit nervous. I'll tell you that right now. How quickly it's happening to me is unexpected. I don't know, when you're going through a gradual progression of what you can do, abilities to do things, keeping a chirper disposition while you're doing them, and now slowly that's fading. I'm sorry, it's actually not slowly, it's very quickly fading. In one of the conversations we had, I reflected a little bit with you guys, in that I've already talked about some of, I used to be like a bit of a film nut. I used to love going to movies, and we had mentioned, or it came up during the conversation, how I probably saw my last movie, and people, to their credit, I like, it's nice to be invited to continue the going to movies, being invited to go to a movie. It's nice. I mean, people want to spend time with you. There's movies you want to see, that kind of stuff. But knowing that I can't do it, that my health will not let me do it, when I spend more time thinking about my body is shutting down watching this movie, I'm not picking up half of what's going on. I think I've already explained it to you guys. That's tough. It's almost like, why are you putting yourself through this? Well, you're putting yourself through it because you're trying to enjoy some company. You're trying to hang on to a little bit of what once was, you know what I mean? But it gets to the point where you have to make your peace that what once was is no longer. And I'm not trying to be sad about it, because I'm not. I'm a realist, and I'm disappointed, if that's a better adjective, that this is my new reality. And I'm really not looking forward to when the temperatures start to fall and I really hope for a mild winter this year. I don't know what they're calling for, but I'm sorry, that's distraction. As far as the eye goes, yes, and this will be. I'm going to try to concentrate the last bit just on the eye. I gave you a bit of my health, and that's it is where it is. But on the eye, reflections are I had higher expectations for where I would be now. It's still an ongoing process, but I just have this feeling that it's not going to get any better than it is now. What I mean by that is he had purposely put the eye a touch askew because eventually it would straighten. The eye will find, I guess, where it wants to go, where it sometimes was before the operation. But that's not happening. It's now been, what, about 3 months, 2.5, since the operation. That is not happening. To my surprise, the color, the redness, the bloodshotness is going away, but it's not gone. And that should have been gone by now, absolutely, but it's not. Which makes me wonder if, I was going to say, if it ever will get better. I was going to interject in there that they always, the surgeon always told me that it was a 50-50 chance of success. And I am not the 50 plus. And that's okay. I walked in there knowing that, and now that it's happening, and now that the reality is sinking in, it is what it is. I'm not disappointed because it is better. One thing which he did, and one thing that the vision is I do now have depth perception. That is something that was fleeting at best before the surgery, and now that is constant. It still is an enjoyability, if that's the right word, that when I do see the world in the depth perception, the 3D effect, it still is cool. I mean, 2.5, 3 months later, it's still cool. It's like, rock on. Like, that is a plus. Unfortunately, the double vision, which is different than, I think I've mentioned already, and I'm sorry if I'm rehashing old stuff, but this is just a reflection on the year. So I'm giving myself a little bit of leeway on what to say. The double vision is different. It's not askewed. It's just, at least it's parallel. The best way I can describe it is my world now looks like it's in widescreen. It's depth perception though, but it's widescreen with two visions simultaneously beside each other with an overlapping. It's very intriguing sometimes. Like it is very interesting when you're looking at it, when you're in a crowd of two, but you see it as a crowd of four. It happened yesterday when I was giving, someone wanted to see the progression of the eye, and I did it, and all of a sudden, I was talking to one person, now I'm talking to two. It was intriguing how I had to take off my patch, because I wear my patch when I'm out and about, shopping, errands, whatnot. I will wear the patch to limit the double vision. When I'm around the house, I can put on my glasses, and to me, what's really weird is when I wear the glasses, the double vision goes. Like, yes, I'm looking at my phone mostly, but on the computer screen, if I wear my glasses, and then they're for nearsighted, if I wear my nearsighted glasses, it's almost normal, because there's still a slight double. As soon as I take off the glasses, there comes back the double. Anyways, I just wanted to give this wrap up for the year. Where we are is, I don't know, I can still smile. It's not been a good year, but it's been a good year, if you know what I mean. Like, my health has definitely deteriorated, but it's also life. Like, as far as it goes, I'm still doing what I can to eke out every inch and ounce of life and enjoyability that I can while I can. We'll see how long this goes. We'll even see how long this channel goes, because I'm really pushing myself to do a video today. But I feel it's important for me to have something to say, and I couldn't just let this this countdown hang before the big reveal, the eye. Anyways, that's what's going on behind the patch this morning. Hope you guys have a really good rest of the day and a very happy new year. Talk to you guys later.